Hey, what's up, everybody? Rachel here with Givebutter. Thanks for joining for another success story from the Givebutter community. Today, we are featuring Summit Area YMCA. Recently, this organization's annual campaign kickoff used live stream to raise over $377,000 on Givebutter for its life-changing programs. If you're looking for a successful fundraiser that use live stream or the team fundraising format, any or all of the above, this one is definitely for you. I have Kaitlin here with me who's going to share how they made this event so incredibly successful, as well as tips, tricks, and lessons learned. Kaitlin, thank you so much for joining us and sharing your success with us today.
Thanks for having me.
So to start, why don't you go ahead and introduce yourself and a little bit more about Summit Area YMCA?
Sure. So my name's Kaitlin, and I am the VP of Advancement at the Summit Area Y. I just started in January, so we pretty quickly had to put this annual campaign together. Sort of post-pandemic, we're not fully post-pandemic, but we knew we were post that sense of urgency that people had felt in the last year when they had given in great numbers. So we really didn't know what to expect, and we were thrilled to use Givebutter and to see it to success. And the Summit Area Y, it services multiple areas. We're in Summit, Berkeley Heights, Springfield, New Providence, Short Hills, Millburn, all in New Jersey. And we provide childcare, the free Live Strong program, which helps adult cancer survivors. We give out a lot in financial assistance to those in our community who otherwise wouldn't be able to afford a Y experience. And we did a lot during COVID for food insecurity and to keep our programs, our mission open, even when our building had to be closed. So yeah, that's a little bit about me and my organization.
Amazing. So timing was everything with this
Yes.
campaign, and you didn't really know what to expect going in. What is the history with your annual campaign? Has it ever been a virtual format? Was this a totally new campaign for you?
It was completely different for our audience here. So we normally do a very traditional campaign where we have volunteers who are assigned to solicit gifts from certain people. And they usually do that in person at the branches. So this year we knew we were going into a year where we have fewer members in our branches, so fewer potential prospects to cultivate. And we knew that, there were still people who are out there who were willing to support us who might not be comfortable coming into the Y. So we wanted to reach them digitally. And what was important to me was to choose a platform that I felt would be super user-friendly and fun so that our volunteers would have to put minimal work in, but would get a lot out of it. And that's where we found Givebutter, and we're so happy to have found it.
Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. So, new adventure, you needed a platform that was going to be simple, easy to use, fun, and engaging. And you pulled it off. You raised over
Yes.
$377,000, which is incredible. Congrats to you and your team.
Thank you.
So, what's the secret? How did you do this? That's a lot of money.
It was a lot of money. It's almost like I still think about, wait, how did we do that? How did we pull it off? We, did a live stream right in the beginning to kick it off. So we normally have a traditional event in our branches where we kick off the event and have our volunteers there to kind of pump them up. But knowing that we couldn't have that this year because of COVID, we streamed it live and basically had testimonials, had people speaking, also had some trivia about our mission, and asked people to tune into the Givebutter page and participate using the comment section to answer trivia questions for a chance to win gift cards. And that went off really well, and it gave us great footage that was able to live on our Givebutter site through the remainder of the campaign. So we saw that initial boost. But truthfully, the middle of the campaign, it was like pulling teeth trying to get donations in. So we definitely hit a lull. At that time, we were able to secure a $25,000 matching gift from an anonymous donor. And that was huge in giving us a little push when we needed it. And then it was absolutely in that last 24 hours, we just got an outpouring of support. We got major donations in, some of which we weren't even expecting. So we went into the last 24 hours thinking we weren't going to hit goal. And that morning, we got to 90% of our goal, sent out messages to our volunteers to spread the word that we were that close. And that helped drive momentum till the very end.
Amazing. And then it must have just felt so exhilarating to see your community come around your mission to rally above and beyond your goal even. I'm going
Yeah.
to go ahead and share my screen here so people can see your gorgeous campaign page. So right here, for folks that want to watch back, they can see your campaign kickoff that you had going here. The design is so beautiful, carried throughout the entire page. You have your team members and teams and your story section. I loved the simplicity of this. 2 sentences, overall impact, and quotes. It was just, that's what I need. That's what I'm looking for. It's very straightforward, and formatted beautifully. So kudos to you. This looks
Thank you.
gorgeous. How are you thinking about story, the donate, anything that you did there that maybe you would do again or you would do differently?
Well, we featured the same stories that we featured in our brochure and in our live stream to sort of
Oh.
reinforce the same messaging over and over.
Mhm.
And we always try to use a mix of graphics and storytelling, knowing that some people are drawn to data over stories, and some people need that heartfelt pull in order to want to donate. So we tried to, hit every potential audience member there. And yeah, so we definitely wanted to keep it simple, and that was our goal. We know that people don't have long attention spans now, so when they get on the site, they want to quickly look, get the gist, feel that impact, and make a gift. And so we felt that the Givebutter page completely streamlined that.
That makes a lot of sense. You're thinking about what speaks to different parts of your audience. And then how did the teams and team member section go? Was that pretty easy for folks to navigate?
It was very easy for people to navigate. I had, I think, zero questions from any of my many volunteers. We had, yes, that would be my secondary goal in all of this. Is it easy enough that no one is hitting stumbling blocks? Because it can be frustrating to a volunteer if they're trying to set up a page and they can't quite do it right in 5 minutes. So our volunteers loved it. We created a little extra incentive by saying that the team that brought in the most dollars would get a private pool party at our Berkeley Heights pool. And that really drove competition, especially among indoor cycling. As you can see, they came in top. And they were sending out messages every week. We're in the #1 spot. Let's keep it there. We want that pool party. And we're really excited to host that pool party for them as a stewardship event and as a way to really express our thanks to them for just being such a huge part of this campaign.
How fun. I love that. Shout out to indoor cycling team.
Oh yeah, they're awesome.
Any other tips, tricks, or lessons learned as we look at your page here?
Well, I would say not a tip or anything, but I absolutely loved the ability for people to comment when they make a donation. We definitely saw that take off among our millennial parents, and we got a ton of great testimonials as a result of that I was then able to take our Givebutter page and forward to a major gift donor who loves to support our childcare and say, like, look at all of these comments from these grateful families. So I was able to use it to actually steward someone else and spread the joy. And that was a great thing that we used. I absolutely would love to use this platform again next year, even if we're in person, because I felt like it was so user-friendly and fun, and it helped spread the word so quickly. So we're thinking that, we'll never go back to fully in person. It may just be hybrid from now on.
Ooh, that is fascinating. I love hearing that. And So clever to recycle some of those comments to keep the ball rolling. Because, like you said, in the mid of a campaign, it can be so hard to keep the momentum going. And it sounds like you just got really creative in ways that you kept the ball rolling. Um, for those other fundraisers who are following along your story right now and celebrating with you, I'm sure, what would be your word of wisdom or advice for them as they're facilitating their own live stream event on Givebutter?
We used as much pre-recorded footage as possible, just to minimize the chance that there's going to be an error of some kind. So the only part that we actually truly did live was my hosting part, which was necessary because I needed to be able to respond in real time to people who were submitting trivia questions.
Oh, right.
And I definitely think that's key. Is just pre-recording everything and having it all lined up, because there's just so much risk for error when you're going back and forth. But yeah, we sent out the link also like an hour before the event started. People would already had received the link if they had RSVP'd, but as a friendly reminder, like within the hour that it was happening, it was like, tune in right now, here's the link, and that helped get a lot of people on in the last minute. So those would be just some words of advice.
Nice. Those are great nuggets there. Kaitlin, thank you so much for joining us today and sharing your success for using the Givebutter platform for your incredible annual campaign. And like I said in the beginning, your life-changing programs in New Jersey. Thank you for what you do and for using Givebutter.
Thank you.
And for everybody else that's following along, thanks for joining for another inspiring success story. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe to Givebutter's YouTube channel so you never miss a success story again. We will see you next week for another. And until then, happy fundraising. Bye, everybody.